Hello, everyone, and welcome to DC Urban Source. Today I'm interviewing djsixthsense. djsixthsense, how are you doing today?
I am great. How are you?
Good. Thank you. Thank you for speaking with me. I really appreciate it. Well, I just want to talk to you briefly about your job and things that you do and your classes that you offer. We'll get further into that. But my first question for you is, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do? Of course, everyone knows you from working with the Russ Parr Show, but I know there's so much more about Sixth Sense, and I'd like you to elaborate for us.
Okay. Well, I'm born and raised in Maryland, and from there I went to high school in DC and went to college in DC, and that's where I started my. I started DJing in high school, and that was where everything grew. As a community service, I actually worked at Howard University's radio station, their student-run station. So that was my first into radio, and then after that, I started working at Radio One in DC, and from there, it's just a snowball effect, and then I got here.
You got here. That's great. Okay, and can you tell us what is the best perk about being a DJ in DC, Maryland, and Virginia?
Honestly, this is a hub for a lot of politics and a lot of entertainment. There are a lot of important people that come through, and it's beautiful being able to work with people that you swear you would only see in New York or Hollywood, but they come to DC to see the president or to be a part of a BET function or be a part of like so many different things that only happen in DC. So we have like our own special network here of people who come in and being, it's a perk to be involved with them.
Oh. And you said your own special network of perk of meeting people. Speaking of, what celebrities that you've met? I'm sure you've met quite a few. Who are the coolest? What are some of the most unique interactions you've had with some celebrities and being a DJ?
I have a wide variety. I really enjoyed, I met Quincy Jones. I actually DJ'd a private event at Miss Lee's house. She's the president of BET, and she had a private event at her house, and the guest list was amazing. Quincy Jones, Queen Latifah, B. Smith. There were just so many folks there, and I think Quincy Jones was a real inspiration because I was just like, man, when I grow up, I want to be like him.
Right.
So that was one of the most amazing people I've met.
Oh, that's really cool. Thank you. And what are some things that people don't know about you that you would like the world to know?
Wow. I've been DJing a nice amount of time, but I love DJing, and people assume, they assume that you love it, but they don't assume that, when you're working, that you are a humble, down-to-earth individual. And I just kind of feel like people always think, well, because you've DJ'd this tour and you've been on this TV show and you work with this person on the radio and that one, you're not going to be down to earth, and two, oh, you must cost $1 million to DJ. And those are the two things that I would like to get out of everyone's head. Like, I'm a regular person. I, put one pants leg on at a time, and I'd love to be a part of your event if I'm free and I'm available and I have time, and we can work it out. Because, I love DJing, so it's not just a profit thing, and it's not just a 9 to 5.
Right. So. That's cool. And as mentioned, you work for the Russ Parr Show. What is it like working for the Russ Parr? I'm sure everyone wants to know. We all crack up every morning, but
I love Russ Parr and Alfreda's and everyone who's involved with the show, and they keep me on my toes. Like Russ says whatever comes to his mind. So at any point in time, if he thinks that he's going to say it, and that's what makes him a great comedian and a smart individual, so he keeps me on my toes. So you just have to be one step ahead at all times with him. So
and plenty of laughs, I'm sure.
Oh, super.
And so we know that you DJ. We know that you do some producing. Can you tell us what other projects you're currently working on?
Well, right now I'm working on. The school is the main thing that I want to get going because I really feel like New York and Miami and LA, they have DJ schools that are flourishing, but DC really didn't have one. And on top of that, I want to branch the school from not just DJing, but into the 5 elements of hip hop. So I want to develop an artist class, also a graffiti class, also a breakdancing class, and also a, just each aspect of hip hop and entertainment. I want to be able to develop a class that would help people, be better at it. So those are the 2 things I'm working on right now, besides getting ready for the BET Black College Tour and trying to be in Russ Parr's next movie. Because, that's the beautiful thing about him. He's doing his movie thing. So if you can get a part in one of his movies, you're set, because he's always going to promote them and make sure that they blow. So, and then on top of that, just regular other touring dates, going places, just enjoying, entertaining people.
Okay. And with your school, how can people find more information about the classes that you are going to offer?
I have a website. It is djsixthsense.com, djsixthsense, because a lot of folks abbreviate it or they use the number 6, and you won't get me. So you can go there, and all the information is there, and the email is getdjsixthsense@gmail. So that is the best 2 ways to find out more and get in contact with me.
Perfect. And can you tell us, what do you feel today is your biggest accomplishment?
Wow. Well, I think that my biggest accomplishment has been I really think this school is my biggest accomplishment so far, but I really enjoyed the highlights of me DJing were I was able to DJ in Hong Kong for New Year's Eve a couple of years ago, and it was just amazing because being there, having that energy there, and then sitting back the next day and watching New Year's in the other places come about. So I'm watching New Year's Eve, New Year's Day in Hong Kong, like it's probably like 10 hours ahead. So it's just amazing, just the difference in the atmosphere.
Okay, cool. And what you say DJing is your passion, it's your inspiration, it's everything, but what in your heart does it mean to you? What do you want to relay to people about what DJing is? Because a lot of people look at equipment and think it's just a matter of spinning records, but I know it's much more than that. And what is it for you?
Okay, to me, what I want to get people to understand is, DJing is something that you do to enjoy in your private time. And if you become good at, making folks, once you get in public and you actually become good at making folks, enjoy themselves by what you're doing, then that is the key, because you're just sharing and expressing, a part of you that you develop on your own. And then you're hopefully translating that to make people enjoy themselves also. So it's not about me as a DJ, but it's about making the crowd and the folks that I'm entertaining happy. So the main thing is to entertain your audience.
And feed off of them, because I know there's plenty of times I've been to places of like, okay, the DJ sees that we are not dancing, why are they not switching this?
Yes.
But
and why aren't they asking you what you want to hear? Why they just assume, like, well, I'm a DJ, I know what I'm doing.
Right.
I don't have to ask you for requests. I know you want to hear Beyonce, but I'm going to wait 2 more hours to play it until, it's so crazy, some of the logic I've come across talking to other DJs. But, c'est la vie.
C'est la vie. Is there anything else that you would like to tell our readers?
Thank you. Thank you for reading. Thank you for being a part. Thank you for listening to the Russ Parr Morning Show. Thank you for watching BET. Thank you for watching Get the Hookup on TV1. I did the 2nd season there, and that was one of my goals, to be on a TV show. So thank you for supporting me, because that is the only thing a DJ has, is a support of folks who like and genuinely look into everything that DJ does and kind of follow that DJ. So thank you.
Thank you. Well, that concludes our interview with DJ Sixth Sense. I'm Joyce Donkor with DC Urban Source, and see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.